And that's the problem with job hopping in general. You never find that sweet spot. Because when you start at a new job, you're either going to do a route you don't like, you're going to make a lower amount of money, you're not going to be able to take a vacation when you want, because the drivers with seniority are going to be able to take all of the vacation time in the summer. You're not. But if you never put time in a company, you always start from the bottom. Get a bank, dropping jewels, making them think. 18 to the ground, headed straight to the bank. YouTube, let's ride! So what's going on? We back to the rat race. Back at it, back to getting them ducats. So this is my Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So this is my third day back to work since vacation. We back to the rat race, thrown in the fire. What I'm doing is Saturday. I'm actually working on a Saturday. I know I told you guys that we have Saturdays off, but every now and then you'll work the Saturday, just depending on if a holiday hit at a certain time. Hurricane is hurricane season. I'm actually on a hurricane route. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna go around and hit stores that they weren't able to deliver to last week during the hurricane. Trying to wait a sec, see if I can get me a truck wash. The route. Pretty easy route. It's a hurricane route. I got about I got 3 stores they hit that they couldn't deliver to during the hurricane. Savannah area, and then I got to shoot up to 3 stores, and I got to shoot up to the Columbia, South Carolina area, and then we'll head back and get my weekend started. And if they don't have anything else that comes up, I should be off. I should be done by tonight and have Saturday and Sunday, and I'll be back out here Tuesday. So the subject of job hopping came up the other day with a few of me and my comrades from Yellow, just talking about how some people have fared well, some people not so well. And that was to be expected, because a lot of these guys, the only thing that they know is LTL. If you know anything about LTL and you worked at an LTL company, you know a lot of these guys came fresh out of high school, worked on the dock, and then worked their way inside of a truck, and all they know is the LTL business. They don't know nothing about sleeping in a truck. They don't know nothing about truck stops. They don't know nothing about the lifestyle of trucking. They don't know how horrible some of the pay is out here on this road. So we kind of knew, who was gonna have a hard time out here in these streets. But what I could tell you is this, and this goes to anybody in trucking, with the job hopping thing. At a certain point, you gotta chill out. You're gonna have to sit there for a year or two. And while you're sitting there for that year or two, you make sure you're keeping that driving record clean. Hold on a second. Make sure you're keeping that driving record clean. Making sure you got all of your endorsements. Making sure you got a TWIC card, because you wanna be the most valuable person in that pool of drivers when you submit that application. So just start jockeying for the job. You don't have to stay at these places forever, but you could tolerate anything for a year or two. unless the pay is just that horrible. You don't want to be, I'm not going to tell you to stay somewhere where you're being mistreated and the pay is just subpar. I'm not telling you that. But if you done been to 2, 3, 4 jobs, you're going to have to sit down, because you're never going to find that sweet spot. And that's the problem with job hopping in general. You never find that sweet spot. Because when you start at a new job, you're either going to do a route you don't like, you're going to make a lower amount of money, you're not going to be able to take a vacation when you want, because the drivers with seniority are going to be able to take all of the vacation time in the summer. You're not. But if you never put time in a company, you're always starting from the bottom. You're always starting from the bottom pay. You're always getting the worst routes. So in getting the worst routes, like, man, I got to go into New York City, or I got to go into this hood, I got to go into that hood, or whatever. I got to do this route where I got to back up a hill and do this and that. You're going to get those routes when you first start, but if you never put your time in and get enough people behind you and show that you're valuable to the company, it gets sweet. It just gets sweeter, and that's just trucking right there. You got to put your time in to make the job sweet. And job hopping, like I said, you always starting from the bottom. But that's what I got for y'all. It's your guy Bink, the blue collar guru. Y'all know what time it is. Keep the shiny side up and the dirty side down. Peace.